Did the other live stream pick up my audio?
Yeah, it did.
Good. Awesome. We've got. What a crazy race that was. It was so hard to keep up with what was going on.
Fucking Monaco.
Yeah, I mean, I kept like cycling through every car. It was a bit choppy.
Yeah, it was, but that's typical for Monaco. You don't have any chance.
So DB Coupe had to leave because he's got an exam. So
yeah, right. Shit happens.
That's dedication. Dedication to the cause of choosing F1 2020 over an important exam. So everyone's readying up now. I can see that in the lobby. Oh man, I feel so bad for Twitch after that race. Right.
Yeah, that's Monaco. It's unforgiving.
Yeah. Right.
So the proof of being live is that your kid is in the back.
Yes. I think you can hear them.
Yeah. Well, that's the proof that we are live.
And my wife doing Formula 1 noises in the background for me as well.
So scientists, help me out. Who's starting on pole at Paul Ricard?
Oh, right. Oh, that crazy race was... That was a crazy race in Monaco. So if I remember correctly, pole is Jake, followed by Psychopath, and then Corleone and SJ in fourth. Starting at the back is Doradin, who was sadly disqualified, so he's in the sin bin and so punted to the back of the grid. So it'll be interesting to see what the strategy is going into this. Will people choose to go on to the medium tyre and play the long game, or try and make up positions early on by starting on the soft compound tyres?
How difficult is it to just switch from a track like Monaco to a track like Paul Ricard, where in Monaco the walls are very, very close, and in Paul Ricard you can just go everywhere, it seems like.
Yeah, you have to be wary of track limits here. Obviously you weren't afforded that in Monaco, but here you have to be wary of some of the track limits. More penalties might be getting dished out as we reach 5 lights, and away we go, Alex.
And as you said, Jake in first position, getting a good start. Psychopath right next to him, but maybe losing out to Corleone, who had a banger, and the Williams SJ on the inside.
So we've got a spinner. It's Maggot. Maggot, the race winner in Monaco, spun all the way to the back. This is deja vu, Alex, in the last race.
Oh, we got a first attack at the front. Corleone is attacking Jake, and he seems to go into the lead, and the Renault is sniffing air here. He's going on the inside of Corleone. Oh man, it's a change in front of the pack, so Jake has to go wide to keep his line, to keep the car on track. Corleone in first, Psychopath in second, but now attacked by Jake, who's on the inside. We got a lot of things going on right here. On the inside, backing off, and then Nick. Oh, Nick with a beautiful overtake on the outside, on the medium tires. Well, the other guys are all on the softs. Corleone leading the pack, Nick in second, Psychopath in third, Jake in fourth, G-Mac in fifth. Watching, everything's going on. Oh!
Contact between the Renault, actually it was the Mercedes and the AlphaTauri, sorry, Schiffer and D'Acunha getting quite intimate with one another. I was just saying, Alex, deja vu from the first 2 rounds of the championship. Chatty Duck won the first race in Zandvoort and then had an incident right at the start of the second race, and the same thing's happened to Maggot here. Maggot is at the back, the 2 Pink Panthers at the back.
And we got both Renaults in third and fourth position, and it seems like Twitch wants to do something against Psychopath, but then all side by side, Twitch overtaking him on the straight line. That's a very mature overtake and very, very solid driving by both Renaults, not losing any time here. Psychopath realizing that Twitch is a little bit faster than him, and Spooner is now attacking Psychopath and got him.
So I think the man that's looking quite promising here is Nick, starting on the medium tyres and is already chasing down Corleone. 2/10 of a second going down the long DRS straight towards the chicane. He's within the tour, he's away for the overtake on him down the inside of Corleone. Will he make it step? Oh, Corleone breaks late, but Nick has made the position. We've got a new race leader, and it's Nick in the Alfa Romeo. Nice move.
And it's Twitch right behind Corleone, who saw that he had to go deep into the corner to defend Nick, and now has to defend against Twitch, who's right behind him and trying to get him into that tricky section, the long right-hander. Tries on the inside, but there's no room. Corleone is closing the door, so Twitch has to wait for another day. Spooner in fourth.
Sorry, Balix, we've got a collision between Angry Orange and I think it was G-Mac. Between the Ferrari and the McLaren. G-Mac got bullied off to the right-hand side by the look of it there. That was quite an aggressive bit of driving there between the Ferrari and the McLaren. And G-Mac has lost another place to Jake.
And Twitch is flying. Twitch is flying around here. He overtook Corleone, put in the fastest lap, right behind Nick now, and he has to make up the place because Nick is on the medium tire, so he may have the better strategy for now. He's in the lead on the medium compound, Twitch on the soft compound, and he has to overtake Nick and gain some seconds just to make his strategy stick, because otherwise that could be race over for him. Now race over, but the race win is out of the window.
Psychopath and G-Mac in the midfield, and Psychopath has spun and is into the wall. Yellow flag. Psychopath is out of the race. Will that bring out the safety car? We've got a full safety car now, so this has changed the complexion of the race, because will Nick stay out on the mediums? Will he go to the hard tyres? Will Twitch now pit for the mediums? And we've got a 5-second penalty between SJ and Doradin down at the back of the field there, but Psychopath and G-Mac there came together, and Psychopath I think just lost it and went right into the wall, straight out of the race.
And for Psychopath it all went down the river from lap 1 till now. He was just going backwards. Twitch overtook him, and then Psychopath seemed like didn't have a chance to recover. Maybe he had some damage. He got overtook in 7th position, overtaken by G-Mac, got the spin out of the race. Oh, and we got a collision at the pit entry. Twitch got in the pits, Corleone too, but I think Corleone lost a bit of his front wing, and that might be changed now. It is changed. So Chatty's staying outside.
So Balix, I saw there that Corleone got a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits, and then Twitch got a 5-second penalty, which I'm not sure if he served it in the pits. But there's a lot of penalties being dished out there. I wonder if it's to do with the safety car driving behind, coming too close to each other behind the safety car. That can lead to a lot of penalties being dished out through really either lack of concentration or just no fault of the driver. Really, it's just what happened. Well, with the safety car, the whole field backs up, and that can cause a bit of a bottleneck at times.
And we got a very, very interesting race from here now on, because we got Chatty Duck, Angry Orange and Jake, who didn't pit. Chatty Duck and Orange are on the medium compound, and Jake is on the softs. So Nick seems like the net race leader. That's my fucking German that's coming through. So Nick in 4th position on fresh soft tires. He has to be very, very careful with this compound, because it has to last until the last lap to gain the victory here.
Thanks, Balix, for putting up their certificate rating on this video. Yeah. So under safety car now, everyone's trying to keep their tire temperatures up. We saw quite a few guys come into the pits. There's a lot of lagging going on throughout the field. I don't know if it's just the connection, But the cars look a little bit unsteady, but I think that's just down to internet connectivity issues. So fret not, guys. It's not people driving erratically around behind the safety car. Just looking at the stops, so the front three, as you say, Ballots, have yet to stop. SJ in the Williams has not stopped, and neither has Doradin in the Pink Panther. Everyone else has made at least one stop.
Oh, and Jake is into the pits. On my screen it says Jake is into the pits, and he is. Jake is into the pits, and that's not a good call, I have to say, because he's losing out now. He's going on the medium tires, and he might lose out a lot of positions now, because everybody's stacked behind the safety car, and he's going to the back of the field.
And Angry Orange is gone past Chatty under the safety car, and now he's back. There's obviously some connectivity issues on my feed. Don't know about you, Balix, but Angry Orange is
he's all over the place.
Car avatar, should we say? Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's quite hard to keep track of, but he's now back behind Chatty Duck.
The only thing we can always recommend is don't switch onto the AI behind the safety car. It may seem like your car is in control, everything is fine, but your AI doesn't have a brain. So just stick to your car, to your racing line, to your position, and drive it all on your own. So, as the grid is now formed up behind the safety car and everything's in line, we have Chatty Duck in the Red Bull in the lead. Behind him it's Angry Orange in the Ferrari, Nick in third, Aces versus Kings. Again, very, very much in the front. Twitch in 5th position, Spoon and the other Red Bull in 6th, SJ in the Williams in 7th position, Corleone, another Ferrari, with Angry Orange teammates in 8th position, GMAC in 9th, Doradin in 10th, Shippers in the AlphaTauri in 11th position, Maggot in 12th, D'Cunha 13th, Basketball Boy in 14th, and it's Jake after his late pit stop in last position in 15th. And it seems like the safety car's coming in.
Yeah, the lights are off in the safety car. Safety car's in the slap, so Chatty Duck now becomes the de facto safety car and will control the pace on the restarts. So you can see he's back up. He's let the safety car bolt because he doesn't want to go bolting. And we've got another 5-second penalty now with Basketball Boy and Jake, and Chatty Duck is gone. So he's now going to straight and try and make a gap to Angry Orange.
And he nailed it. I can tell you, he nailed it. And we got yellow flags again, and now it's green. It's going all over again. We got yellow flags in the last sector. Scientist, do you see something there? It must have been Corleone in a shit mix.
Yeah, I don't know if that was just a Codemasters glitch issue there with the safety car coming in, but it seems to have cleared up now. But Jake, who was the last person to pit under the safety car, is now at the back of the pack chasing down the Ferrari Corleone.
And Corleone lost a lot of positions. He was in 8th.
Nick is making a pass on Angry Orange for P2.
They're side by side into the left-hander.
Taking the outside line as well.
Very close action here. Very hard racing. I think they came together, but no damage seen on the front wings. And Nick is now in front of Angry Orange. He got him. And we got another very, very hard-fought battle in the back. It's Twitch in 4th against Aces versus Kings in 5th in the Merc. And he's eager to get him. Spooner
right side by side. Sorry.
And Spooner right behind them. Maybe he thinks, let me stay out of that. I grab myself with some popcorn and just watch you both collide to get 4th position here. But what about the Pink Panthers?
They were side by side coming out the chicane down the long straight, but D'Cunha is in amongst it as well, so nice battle there between Maggot and Doradin, between the two Pink Panthers, and let's hope it's not a Perez Ocon situation. And we've got a 3-second time penalty for Corleone in the Ferrari. He's picked up a few of them, I'm afraid, today. And
we got a very interesting situation in the midfield here. GMAC is in 7th position on 3-lap-old hard tires, while SJ in 8th is on 6-laps-old soft tires. Maggot also on the hard compound, now overtaking SJ. So we got G-Mac and Maggot in 6th and 7th and 8th, both on the hard tires, while SJ is on the softs and D'Cunha is also on the hards. And Duradon losing positions. Scientist, what about Duradon? What happened there?
Oh, I was too busy, sorry Bals, I was too busy watching Nick chasing down Chatty Duck, because he's now within 0.4 of a second. He's chasing him down, he's on the soft tyres, and Chatty Duck, if I'm not mistaken, hasn't pitted yet, and he's on the mediums. So Nick is in prime position. We're just over halfway through this race. Can Nick get to the end of the race on these soft compound tyres?
And D'Cunha gained a position. He overtook SJ in the midfield, now climbing up to 9th position. And SJ on his old soft tyre compound in 10th, losing now out. What happened to SJ there? Let's switch to him. Oh, there's an incident!
It's Maggot. Maggot is out the race. The winner from the last race in Monaco is out. I saw the polystyrene boards flying through the air.
Oh, he will be fuming, and we got another safety car, or a virtual safety car.
And now Chatty Duck has this opportunity, and he timed it perfectly. He was literally just coming into the final corner, and boom, safety car out onto the soft tyres. Nick has stayed out. He obviously thinks he can get to the end on these tyres. Twitch has now moved up to 2nd. Aces is in 3rd. Spinner 4th. So Chatty Duck, Angry Orange and G-Mac all pitting for the soft tyres. They want to get racy towards the end of this race.
Very brave decision by Nick to stay out on his soft tyres, as they are 4 laps old. And Twitch's tyres are also 4 laps old, but he got the mediums on. So there might be an advantage for Nick at the restart with the fresher, not with the fresher, but with the softer compound. But we'll see towards the end of the race if Twitch can or will have the advantage, the tire advantage against Nick, and can attack for the race win here, because he will be still fuming from his incident in Monaco with his driving error, and he's eager to not repeat that, but he wants to win this race. If you are in France, then you want to win.
So you mentioned about the dangers of being under the AI, under the safety car. Nick actually went into the AI, and Twitch had to put on the brakes fairly heavily to avoid contact with him. And of course, if you make contact under the safety car, you get an automatic 5-second penalty, which you can serve in the pit stop, or if you carry on to the end of the race, it will be added onto your race time. So, and then Nick's in under the AI again, so there's something to be wary of, and for all the drivers.
It seems like the safety car is staying out for another lap. That could play in the hands of Nick, because he's on the soft rubber, and he has to be very, very cautious with his tires not to run them out towards the end of the race. And every lap behind the safety car plays into his hands, and Twitch really wants the safety car to come in. He's eager to play his advantage out against Nick, to be on the medium tires and to get them warm and in the temperature window to get him, but the safety car staying out for another lap, Scientist.
Yeah, so Nick has done 4 laps on these soft tyres, so he pitted under the first safety car, started on the medium tyres, went into the softs whilst under the first safety car, did well to get up to the lead of the race.
And SJ is serving his pit stop now. He's going to the back of the field. Sorry, Scientist, for interrupting you.
That's alright, Alex. I mean, it's a safety car, there's nothing happening really behind it.
Just some 5-second penalties.
Very slowly. Yes. Yeah, I have a feeling there might be a few incidents reported of collisions behind the safety car, but we will deal with that in due course.
Business as usual.
Yeah. So, can Nick get to the end on the soft tyres? So he's done 5 laps on them, same as Twitch, but Twitch is on the mediums. In fact, you have to go all the way down to 9th place to where Chatty Duck is, who's on fresh soft tyres.
As Angry Orange and G-Mac.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the races after the safety car, the race won't be over. We got a very tricky situation also with D'Cunha here. He's on the hard tyres, 5 laps old. We will see how this compound will develop into the next corners, or laps, not corners, but Very, very tricky. We got a very tricky situation with the soft compound, the medium compound, the hard tires, and then Chatty Duck, Angry Orange, and G-Mag, as you said, on fresh, soft rubber. And they're right at the points in 9th, 10th, and 11th position. And safety cars coming in this lap to resume the spectacular race in France. And as we talked about, Monaco would be spectacular. I'm very, very surprised that France is this action-packed.
I am too. Yeah, I mean, France does serve up more overtaking opportunities in Monaco, but there's just something special about Monaco. You know, the barriers, the slightest mistake, and speaking of mistakes, we've got De Cunha behind the safety car in his 5-lap old softs, and Nick has bolted. Here we go.
So the race continues with Nick coming out of the last corner onto the pit straight on the soft tyre, leading the race. Behind him, Twitch, Aces versus Kings in 3rd position, Spooner in 4th, De Cunha in 5th, Basketball Boy in the McLaren in 6th position, Shippers in 7th, Chatty Duck made up a position against Corleone already.
Yeah, and the two Ferraris line of stern. G-Mac is now pulling a move on the Ferrari, I think. Not quite, and that G-Mac and Angry Orange side by side. Back to the front. Nick has made a perfect safety car restart. He's almost a full second ahead of Twitch, but obviously DRS won't be activated for another couple of laps, I think. And Spooner now chasing down that final podium position as they all filter through that chicane onto the second long straight, which used to be a DRS zone in the last F1 out, so we just have the 2 DRS zones, and Chatty Duck making up more ground.
So Nick still leading the pack, as you said, already out of the DRS zone. Twitch in 2nd, Aces vs Kings in 3rd, Spooner in 4th, De Cunha in 5th, Basketball Boy in 6th, Chatty in 7th, G-Mag now overtaking Shippers for 8th position on the fresh soft rubber.
Teammate Corleone, and Nick sits the fastest lap. Corleone getting, well, got a bit of a tank slapper on coming out of that final corner. Obviously trying to get a bit heavy on the throttle there. So we literally do have a sprint race until the end, and we've got a 3-second time penalty for De Cunha now, probably for exceeding track limits or cutting the apex a little bit too finely. And Nick crucially has broken that DRS gap to Twitch, so Nick, I think, has done brilliantly to preserve the life of his tyre behind that safety car, and he's now exploiting the full potential of these soft tyres now to the end of the race.
Well, we still have 2.5 laps to go on this compound, so I personally think the medium tyres right now, especially if they're 6 or 7 laps old, are the right compound, but it's also up to the driver to save your tyre, to use it correctly in the right window, and we got a yellow flag in Sector 2, scientists.
And it looks like the Ferrari of Corleone maybe having a coming together Vestiaire, and they've got another yellow flag in Sector 3 now. The two McLarens side by side. It's the Ferrari of Corleone and Angry Orange.
And Chatty Duck is now in 6th. He overtook Basketball Boy. And G-Mac is now in 8th and now in 7th position. He overtook his teammate right into the short right-hander, is now behind Chatty Duck, who's behind De Cunha, and attacking him on the old hard tire compound. While Nick is still in the lead, 1.6 seconds behind him is Twitch in the Renault, Aces versus Kings in 3rd, Spooner in 4th, De Cunha in 5th, Chatty Duck in his Red Bull in 6th.
Twitch sliding, like power sliding around that corner. Twitch just picked up a 3-second penalty, as did G-Mac, I think it was. So it's again like in Monaco, it's very likely that the positions the cars are now with 1 lap to go, it's going to change up with the amount of penalties that are being dished out by the stewards.
Angry Orange is is punished by the stewards with 8 seconds of time penalties within the last 20 seconds. That's horrible for him.
And Chatty Duck's pulling a move on Cunha, going down the fast right-hander. Can he nail it? Yes, he can. In fact, in doing so, he actually gets a 3-second penalty. So he took a bit of liberties there with the rumble strips. So a questionable overtake, you might say.
Might be, but Cunha has more problems than that, because he has got G-Mac right behind him, who's attacking him now. And maybe G-Mac is very eager and tries to get him into the right-hander like he did with his teammate. He's not, but he's right behind Cunha. And he has DRS on the last lap, and he tries to overtake Cunha. Is he going on the in or outside? On the inside, G-Mac. No! He's backing up. Maybe he's waiting for the back straight. As we go back to Nick, who's leading the race, 2.3 seconds in front of Twitch Insta. Aces versus Kings in 3rd position, Spooner in 4th, Chatty Duck in 5th, Cunha. Scientist, I'm right now with G-Mac right behind Cunha, getting the DRS, maybe has a lot of ERS to overtake him, both using everything they have now. And it seems like Cunha can defend his position for now. He does. G-Mac right behind him, tries to get some very good points. Corleone got a 5-second penalty right now on the last lap. He's in last position, so it's not that big of a deal for him. But G-Mac...
We've got the 2 red. Sorry, yeah. We've got the two Red Bulls in close proximity again, just like in Monaco. I mean, G-Mac had there's a big difference in the tire compounds between G-Mac and Cunha. Cunha on the hards, G-Mac on the soft, so no wonder G-Mac is all over the back of Cunha.
And Nick winning the race in Frankreich, France, French Grand Prix. Paul Ricard going to Nick.
Oh my god. So we said that all these penalties are stacking up, and Twitch, who finished 2nd on track, has fallen to 6th place.
And G-Mac gaining. G-Mac gaining.
Aces versus Kings finishes 2nd, Chatty Duck 3rd, Spooner 4th, G-Mac 5th, as you said, Balix. Twitch will be ruining all these penalties because he could have had a podium had he not exceeded track limits or taken liberties with the apexes in the corners. And we've got a yellow flag in the final sector. Angry Orange is taking an interesting line coming into the final Stafford straight. In fact,
he's giving the fans a show right here. He's giving the fans a show they deserve.
Well, I think he's celebrating the fact he's going to be on reverse grid pole for the next race, Balance.
Well, I won't be mad about that.
Come on, Angry Orange, we have a tier 1 race to get to in like a minute or so.
So Angry Orange, if you really want to get pole in the next race, you better cross the line for now. Otherwise it would be very dirty for you.
He'll get disqualified if he stays any longer.
We'll see if he really tries to play that game.
Yeah,
he got disqualified! He's shooting himself in the foot. My God!
My God!
He will be fuming. Oh man, that's it for him. He won't start at pole. Oh man, that's really a rookie mistake, Scientist.
Well, what can you say? This reverse grid league is throwing up all sorts of chaos and controversy, and wow. Congratulations to Nick on his 2nd win of the season. Aces versus Kings on the podium again, and driver of the day, a very strong showing from him. 3rd place, I think. I've lost track of all the chaos. I think Spooner finished 3rd in the Red Bull. Or was it Chatty Duck? It was either
Chatty Duck, yeah. And almost a perfect Friday for Aces versus Kings, finishing in both races in 2nd position, getting driver of the day in both races, but not winning a race, and that's something that might burn under the nails.
Yes. Wow, Balix. So that was tier 2. on to the next ones next week, which are in Mexico and the home of racing, Silverstone.
Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm excited for this one, Scientist. Thank you very much for joining me for Monaco and France. Having you as a co-commentator is a beautiful thing.
That's very kind of you to say so, Balix. Yeah, thanks guys for joining. Subscribe to Balix's channel, subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in joining the Reverse Grid League, you know where to find us. Well, I hope
See you later, boys. Good night. Take care. See you next week.